Hi, all my friends. Sorry for the noise of the last video. That was my hood air vent going off. Sorry. Anyway, we are in the we're in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3. And the heading of it is, by the necessary change of times, vanity is added to human travail. Okay. So apropos to what we've been just discussing, all right, and this chapter has been made into song, even modern song. You'll recognize the words, especially my generational friends. Well, to everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, a time to build up, a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get, a time to lose, a time to keep, a time to cast away, a time to rent, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, and a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, time of peace. What profit had he that worketh in that wherein he laboureth? I have sent the travail which God hath given to sons of men to be exercised in it. He hath made everything beautiful in his time. Also he hath set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. That also that every man should eat, drink, and joy the good of all of his labor. It is a gift of God. I know that whoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God do it, and men should fear before him. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God required that which is past. And moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and that the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in my heart, concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beast. Even one thing befalleth them. As the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that men hath no premise above a beast, for all is vanity. Go, all go unto one place. All are the dust, and all turn to dust again. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his portion. For who shall bringeth him to see what shall be after him? Chapter 4. By the way, there are animals in heaven, just in case you were wondering. Chapter 4. Vanity increased unto men by oppression, by envy, by idleness, by covetousness, by solidarityness, and by willfulness. So, I returned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressors there was power, but they had no comforter. Just 1 second. Excuse me. Wherefore I praise the dead which are already dead more than the living which are yet alive. Yea, better it is he than both they which have not been, who hath not seen the evil work that is done under the sun. Again I considered all the travail, every right work, that for this man is envied of his neighbor. This is also vanity and vexation of spirit. The fool foldeth his hands together and eateth his own flesh. It becomes lazy. Okay. Slothfulness. Better is a handful with quietness than both the hands full of travail and vexation of spirit. When I returned, I saw vanity under the sun. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he hath neither child nor brother. Yet is there no end of all of his labor, neither is his eye satisfied with riches. Neither said he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity, yea, it is a sore travail. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. Cooperation, okay. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together when they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? If one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. Better is a poor and wise child than an old and foolish king, who will no more be admonished. For out of prison he cometh to reign, whereas also he that is born in his kingdom becometh poor. I considered all the living which walk under the sun with the second child that shall stand up in his stead. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that shall come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this is also vanity and vexation of spirit. Chapter 5. Vanities is divine service and enriches. To live continually is the gift of God. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not what they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before God, for God is in heaven, and thou upon the earth. Therefore let thy words be few. For a dream cometh through the multitude of businesses, and a fool's voice is known by a multitude of words. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better it is than thou shouldest not vow, than thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause the flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice, and destroy the work of thine hands? For in the multitude of dreams and many words there are also diverse vanities. But fear thou God. If thou seest the oppression of the poor, violent perverting of judgment, justice in a province, marvel not at the matter. For he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. King himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. What good is there to owners thereof, saving the beholding of them which their beholding of them with their eyes? The sleep of the laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely, riches kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. As he came forth of his mother's womb, naked shall he return to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labor which he may carry away in his hand. And this also is a sore evil, that in all points as he came, so shall he go. And what profit hath he that had labor for the wind? All his days also he eateth in darkness, and he hath much sorrow and wrath with his sickness. Behold that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat, to drink, and enjoy the good of his labor, that he taketh under the sun all the days of his life, which God given him, for it is his portion. Every man also to whom God hath given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor, this is the gift of God. For he shall not much remember the days of his life, because God answered him in the joy of his heart. Okay, going to stop there. We're at chapter 6. I hope that you have a blessed weekend. Leave me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe so that we can keep this channel going for God. Thank you for all my new subscribers. I'd love to hear from you, comments from you. Tell me who you are, where you're, if you're not afraid to do so on the YouTube. I would appreciate it. I'd like to get to know my subscribers, and to take a look at Mississippi Dave's videos, God Rules, Sons of Thunder, Tony, my good buddy, who helped me get on the YouTube. Those are his YouTube channels. I think you'll enjoy his discernment of God's Word as well. I certainly do. And I'll be trying to do some songs, not this weekend, maybe not. Maybe later today. I don't know. I've got tons of things to do, no excuses, just a lot of things going on right now. So take care. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.